Hello, Cinecine here. Welcome to the Periodic News Update Part 2. And this will be continued talk about Quadryllion. And how there's going to be other things than just the desktops and laptops. Besides, I didn't name all of the desktops and laptops. There's actually more than I just told you about. There's multiple versions to make it a larger lineup. The desktops and laptops are going to use the white plastic, not polycarbonate, white like plastic similar to the beige plastic that was used in 90s computers, but it's colored white so it doesn't give you the old feeling like having a crappy computer. Whereas the laptops would remain the same as those from the 90s on the exterior, midnight gray. Of course, all these devices will come in multiple colors, like the iMac. Then the iMac competitor will be probably just like the Mac Mini competitor, but more expensive, and it'll have an LCD display inside the CRT casing. And with the smartphones using Pi Silicon or Raspberry Pi, Orange Pi, Banana Pi, these models will, I'm hoping I can figure out a way to put, and eventually once business is big, it'll probably be able to have upgradable components, but Raspberry Pi projects are quite easy. So we should have, can't guarantee it, should have the slots inside of the phones. The upgrade slots inside of phones for the Q phone and Q pod. But there is always going to be an SD card slot. That's the guarantee. And still, SD card slot is good enough for storage swapping if you need more storage, which none of the phones today have except for maybe the lowest end ones. Another innovation I could do is like a flip phone. Like, not flip phone like back then, but flip phone like the Galaxy Flip or the Fold. And these devices are going to look like Newtons. And they might not be called Q phones. They might just be called Joules, like Joule, named after the scientist. Much like how Newton was, but instead of electromagnetism, it's, for Apple it was mechanics. And the desktops also wouldn't have the Q, lowercase q in front of them. Like the one that competes with the iMac will actually just be a value desktop. One that similar to Performa in marketing, but without the confusion. Then the Joule tablets come with larger mini ITX boards allowing for expansion. And we're talking about the H81 chipset, where you can put a 15-watt quad-core CPU in there. Probably will run like base clock will be well above 3 gigahertz, even if I optimize them. And the 4200U only runs at 1.6 base, and it's a dual core. but that won't be used. That piece of garbage processor wouldn't be used. It wasn't even good for its time. The 4200U i5 processor. And what was even worse was the 4250U. I mean, seriously, 22 nanometers, two cores, 1.3 gigahertz. Really? Anyway, back on topic. The MP3 players and the smartwatches will use the Zero branding of Banana Pies. Have one USB port, USB Type A. The smartwatch version, that's square and not rectangular, will have one of the Ethernet ports. That's at least what I think it was on the Orange Pi Zero and the Banana Pi Zero. Similar casing to the Newton or the PowerBook series pre-G4. And some of the memory in the SD card will be taken up as memory. There are plans to have like smaller form factor mSATA sockets for memory and storage. I mean mSATA on all these mobile devices. Even the iPod Shuffle competitor and the Apple Watch competitor. And one with like removable batteries as well. I mean, here's what I got to say. Was there anything wrong with expandability or user replaceable parts? Did people complain back in the 2000s about having upgradable RAM and storage and an optical drive and all that other stuff in their laptop? Did people complain about that? Apple? No, they didn't. They liked it, so why take it away from them? And then why take it away from them? Seriously. When there was no complaints about it, they liked it so much. That's what I'm trying to imply here with my designs for computers. And then there's the nice inclusion of other stuff with your products in the 90s and 2000s, meaning the double zeros, not the century, not the 21st century in entirety. So I'd also include stuff bundled like mouse, keyboard, lots of other stuff on site. Have the manuals and booklets written. That's exactly what I'm talking about.